Yeah. So from the LoupeThis auction, I was I was thinking about like putting in a bid for the the Blancpain just because it
Oh,
caught my attention. Yeah. I
well,
so I thought about it and then I was like, I don't know. I generally don't like chronographs, but this is a good looking watch, and if the
forty
price
six
is
hundred
right,
dollars. 40. It sold for 4,600. Do you regret it now?
uh, no, 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 not really. Because I was thinking, okay, like how much would I be willing to pay for this? I was thinking, all right, like probably I was thinking like 45. I was like, if I can get it 45 all in, I'd be a buyer.
Yeah, so it was $100 more,
Yeah,
but it was below the S. I mean, this is a pretty good. I mean, again, it's Blancpain, okay, but I mean, it's a pretty good value for this money. 4,500. We're talking about just value wise, just good looking watch.
yeah,
All right, so let's go through some
yeah.
of these numbers. Let's go through the numbers of the LoupeThis. All right, so the star of the show, which was this Japan edition Aquanaut. All right. Now this was the estimate was 40 to 60. Remember we said this would get some crazy number, and it did. $80,000. 81,000.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So I'm actually not surprised, because it's like I think the Nautilus Spire, if you're buying it, on the secondary market, like you're especially for a limited edition, like you're ready to pay big bucks for it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're going to go for
So
Nautilus,
so I'm actually not surprised that it blew.
81 grand. It's a lot of money. I think what were we talking about? Were we making bets or something last week? What did we say on the video? I think we threw out some numbers, maybe but no, 81 grand is a lot. I mean, 81 grand is like that's like real money. This is a stainless steel watch. I mean, it's a relatively like. Let me see it.
Yeah, but if you're buying an Aquanaut, right, at a huge premium, I think
Oh, you're
you're
saying
you're the type of person. Yeah, so you're the type of person that would have a lot of disposable income, and then you're ready to just spend whatever to get that watch.
yeah, like
So
what is it?
even if it went up to like if it actually hit like 100,000, like I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, yeah. No, what is it? In for a penny, in for a pound, right? It's sort of like okay, if they were going to go for something like that, they might as well get like some, pay a little extra and get like some crazy. Ooh, the blue doll is beautiful. Okay, so this Moser, 60 to 100, right? And it's sold at the bottom of the range. Again, the Moser, people are buying these Mosers. I mean, these Mosers are selling, but they're not getting big money.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, but Moser, they have a like a strong following.
Yeah, somebody. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so this was the AP we talked about, and so, yeah, this was pretty. This is a strong price. This was not a bargain. So 6 to 8, it sold for 71. Yeah, this is yeah, these are yeah, it's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm surprised. This actually, I would have thought that this might have gone for less money. But yeah, I thought this would sell cheap. The Blancpain was I think a real bargain here at $4,600.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this was 6 grand for a banged up watch. 6 grand for a banged up watch. No box, no papers. I don't think this. I mean, this was no great deal because again, we're seeing a new one. Like I don't know, what would you rather get? Would you rather get this watch for 6 grand, banged up, no box papers, and you got to get a new strap right away because that one is wrecked.
Mhm.
So either you pay 6 grand for that, or would you pay $3,000 more, for one in basically new condition with box papers?
Okay, so I think if you are the type of buyer that is in that price bracket, you're more price sensitive. So I think you'd be more likely to go with the $6,000 one,
Really?
just because like you want the watch, and if you're gonna wear it, I guess the feeling is like, all right, if you're gonna wear it, it's gonna look like that at some point anyway. So
Yeah, but at least it'll start off. And also, here's the thing: you don't know where it's been. Like, you don't know because it looks like it's you don't know. It's I would rather pay the $3,000. I think. Listen, I think anybody who's paying $6,000 for that type of watch has a couple of grand extra, and for that watch, you really want one in good condition. You should pay the extra price. I think this was a mistake. Like, this $6,000 was a mistake. I mean, for $4,000, I'm tempted. At $4,000, I'm tempted. Maybe $5,000, all in $5,000, maybe. But not $6,000. It's just when you get to $6,000, it's like, okay. So this is the Speedmaster. We're talking about the Speedmaster, and you know what? The estimate was $4,000 to $6,000. It sold for $8,250.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what we were talking last week about, some numbers like could go for $8,000, maybe even $12,000.
Yeah, just because of all the hype on the new release. So I think whoever owned this watch put this out on market at a good time, because I think like a year or two from now they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that for that watch.
Yeah, no, this is timing is everything with these things. The white dial, they're taking advantage of the white dial here. Let's see what else they have from last week. We saw this. Let's see. Okay, these are okay. We saw this is the week earlier. Okay, the week earlier. Yeah, so that's what's happening. I mean, this is look. They're getting. I mean, this is actually some pretty strong numbers. It's like, but okay. So what's interesting with this auction was you had some, like, they obviously had a lot of eyeballs on this, right? Because you had, the Aquanaut sold for big money, $81,000. You had the Moser sold for, it sold. I mean, anybody listen, $60,000. That's a lot of money for a watch, right? It's like somebody, for Moser, like somebody's looking for that. The AP got pretty strong. I mean, for what it is, it got pretty strong money, and the Blanc Pan, I think, was like the bargain. This thing, I mean, the JLC was like sold hot. Now, what is this? I don't know what this is. Like, we didn't even talk about this. It's so weird. Hang on. Okay. Are you there?
Yep.
Hello?
Yep. I'm here. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
StreamYard kicked me off for some reason.
Oh, okay. So we got this Chaumet Jump Hour. What is this? Wow. So this had a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. I don't think we didn't even talk about this watch. It was like, I mean, like, we didn't even talk about this watch, right?
No, we did not.
It had a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate, because, like, I don't know what like, to me, like, what is this? Like, I don't get it. And somebody got it because it sold for $21,000. A lot of interest. Look at this. A lot of interest.
Wow. Yeah.
Big money.
Yeah.
I guess because it's a kind of like an avant-garde thing for its time. Oh, look at this. Rotating Minute showcases avant-garde charm. No, but that's what it was. I mean, this is 30 years ago. I mean, this is what guys are doing today. Not like these brands like, whatever. These different brands, these oddball brands. Not MB&F, it's the other one. It's Urwerk or something, This is kind of like that Urwerk type of deal. It's just so ugly. Like, you just have this big piece of gold on your wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is to me, this has got to be the dumbest thing. I would, what's interesting? I would have bet all the money in the world that this would have sold for like $3,000. Like, nobody might have passed. It might have passed.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Okay, but also at the same time, I'm also thinking as like, all right, no, it does kind of make a little bit sense that there's interest in this watch. I didn't know it was gonna be $21,000 of interest, but I'm thinking is like, well, it's I forget like what percentage, but there's like a huge percentage of kids, and I guess like people that are like in their 20s don't know how to tell time on an analog
Wait,
watch or clock.
somebody told me this. Wait, somebody told me this. I heard this. Wait a minute. I heard this a week ago from a guy who told me his daughter at school, at school, they don't know how to read time. And he's trained. Who did I heard? No, I heard this last week from a guy at a watch store. He's telling me that kids, in school, they don't teach them how to read time. Did you know about that?
Because I heard about it like a couple of years ago. It was mentioned, and then someone mentioned to me like about a month ago, because I was in this music practice room, and the wall clock there was something wrong with it. Maybe it was like needing a new battery or something.
Okay.
But he was just explaining to me that one of his other students, like the kids, don't know how to tell time. So whatever that says is irrelevant.
Hold on a second. Seriously, he had students that didn't know how to read the time on that clock?
But they're not adult students. They're like they're younger. They're like maybe in their around the early teens.
Okay, but that's kind of like, no, that's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy, because I think if I remember, when did they teach you how to read the time? Like when you're 6 or something, 7? I don't know.
Yeah, like maybe somewhere around like somewhere around 3rd grade, somewhere around there. Yeah.
No, it was like one of the first things I remember. It might have been like when I was like 6 or something, or 7. I don't know. It was like definitely. It was one of those early things, very early.
Yeah. It's also kind of like the things where they don't really teach penmanship anymore. It's like the kids they can't write in cursive.
Yeah, I heard that. That's I think it's kind of that's interesting. Now, if that's if they can't tell the time, does that mean that watch collecting is doomed for the next generation?
Maybe. Or all the clocks and everything, they're all going to be jump hours.
You don't know. No, but I think you don't know. Listen, no, from what I understand, a lot of kids like I'm talking about like millennials or something, 20-year-olds. They don't know how to use a phone, a desk phone, like a stand, they don't know what to do, or fax machine, or like any type of office stuff. Well, okay, fax machine is okay. I don't think anybody. I can't remember the last time I sent a fax, but like I don't know, like a desk phone, they can't figure out what they're supposed to do with it. There's something about it, I don't know.
Are you talking about the rotary dials?
No, a regular push button. Forget about the rotary dial. I'm sure it's
because that's kind of weird, because it's like, on your phone, when you dial a number, like that keypad looks exactly like the keypad on a regular desk phone.
Yeah, but then you have to figure out, you have to pick up the receiver, right? You got to pick up that receiver, and what do you do with it? Do you talk to it first? I'm sure that's what they're probably thinking. They don't know. I don't know. So it's no, it's interesting. No, this is this is the surprising thing. You never know. You really never know what something is going to go for, especially these kind of like oddball things. These kind of more rare things. You don't know, like this AP moon phase. Yeah, there's a lot of these on the market. So we kind of know it's going to be somewhere around $6,000, maybe $8,000, but $6,000 is the right price, or whatever. Daytona, everybody knows. The Japanese Aquanaut, a little more unusual. This Chaumet thing is definitely how often do you see these? I don't know. Let's see what else you got. They got some. What else did they have here? Yeah, you got So it's interesting stuff here. But that's it. Okay, so that wraps it up. Baron, thank you for joining in. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and make sure you get our free weekly newsletter. And we'll see you next week. We'll have another show. I'm not sure what day, but there'll be a show next week. So make sure you get the notifications from the channel. to know when is the next show. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Bye.